Queen Crown rule a loving nation, while their daughter, Princess Penny, loves to dream. The King and Queen are proud of tradition, but Princess Penny has her part to play. For today, the princess must marry a prince, for it is her 18th birthday. So should she marry for traditional love? Should she spend her life with Paul Brock Prince? Prince Victor of Ventralia is her betrothed, and his manners would make you wince. The Maradol Mountains are a magical place, where immortal fairies do hide and dwell, and 3 of my sister fairies did live in that place, hidden in canyon and in dell. But a curse laid down a lifetime ago by a vicious, angry, and bitter fairy, would cause our beauty to fall asleep, which would be indeed legendary. And so, with a wave of a wand and a few magic words, we travel to land of the Mountain King. So hold on tight and listen close. Our story is about to begin.
how can they be late? Surely whenever they arrive is when they're supposed to. They are royalty. But first, a few announcements from the royal couple. The king has wished it to be known that all anyone must bring to the party is themselves and a sense of fun. The Queen, meanwhile, says that everyone should bring a gift that is Gucci in origin. If this is not possible, then Dolce and Gabbana shall suffice. The position of chef's apprentice is once again available. The royal chef has said that nothing should be read into the fact that the last 7 apprentices quit the position after they were sent to the local casualty department because of the royal chef.
That doesn't sound very safe.
The royal chef is the finest culinary mind in the 5 kingdoms, and she says as long as she remembers her glasses, there should be no more trouble with the meat cleaver, or the industrial slicer, or even the rubbish disposal.
Harriet, look, here they come. It's the king and queen.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Lord of Marador, King Sovereign, and his beautiful wife, Queen Crown.
Good morning, my lovely citizens. You know, I feel honoured to see you all here on this lovely day, and so does the Queen. Oh, sweetness, the citizens.
Oh yes, the citizens. Oh, just look at these. I've been to Harrods, Harvey-Nicks and Wilkinson's. Oh, just look at these bargains. I saved 50% on this jumper. Just look at it. Oh.
So is this the barcode?
No, that's the price.
Still, I suppose one jumper isn't too much.
Yes, just one jumper. But that looks silly without the matching shoes, bag, gloves, belt, coat, and candelabra.
You bought all this when my back was turned.
Of course I didn't. I've had the footman take the other 13 bags back to the castle.
Why is there writing on that bird?
I'm getting a tweet.
What was that for?
I'm retweeting.
Now what?
I've been blocked.
Anyway, while the Queen is attending to royal business, I think it's time that we discussed tonight's frivolities. As you know, it is a tradition that when a princess reaches her 18th birthday, she is betrothed, so that she may marry a nobleman from another kingdom, so there may be peace throughout our lands.
And how did you choose a man for your beautiful daughter, Your Grace?
Oh, I never really had much input into the situation.
That's right, Harriet. I took charge of the matchmaking. If it were left up to the king, he'd have poor Princess Penny marry for love.
But she says she doesn't want to marry someone she's never met before.
She is a princess. She must put her duty as heir to the throne before any girlish dribble.
And how did Milady choose the princess's husband to be?
Well, it wasn't easy. I spent hours on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, Friendface, Pinterest.
And that's how you made your decision?
Of course not. I chose whoever was the richest.
It would appear that we are in luck, as our guest has arrived. May I introduce...
No!
Excuse me?
You're doing it wrong. Here, read this.
Pray silence for the valiant veteran. This one.
And I thought heralds had a way with words. Allow me to introduce myself.
Pray be silent, for the valiant veteran with a visage not of vanity, but of value and virtuosity. Kneel before Prince Victor of Ventralia. Well, kneel then.
Not you see? Kings don't kneel to princes.
But he said...
Oh, not now.
Queen crown. Mwah. Mwah. You're looking as lovely as ever. Nearly as lovely as me.
How fares the valley realm of Ventralia?
Who knows? I let others worry about such matters. As long as the taxes keep rolling in, why should I worry about trifling matters of state? The matter I care about is the hand of your lovely daughter. For when we are married, I shall truly be a king. This title of prince is beginning to bore me.
Oh, well, she should be here somewhere.
And of course you'll love her and cherish her until the end of your days.
What? Sorry, caught my reflection again. Yes, of course, she'll have everything she could desire. Pretty dresses, fancy jewellery, credit cards.
Is that all?
What do you mean, is that all? What else is there?
Oh, look, here she comes, everyone. The most beautiful princess in the whole world. Princess Penny of Marador.
Daddy. Mother.
Happy birthday, my dear Penny.
Oh, thank you, Daddy. I can't wait for my party tonight. I hope to see all of you there. It wouldn't be the same without all of you.
Oh, of course, Victor. Penny, I have a surprise for you.
Oh, that's okay. You already gave me my present. Cosmetic surgery vouchers.
Well, none of us are getting any younger, and they've done wonders for me. Not that I've had any surgery, of course. Why? I'm told I look fabulous for a woman of... Penny, let me introduce you to Prince Victor of Ventralia.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Your Grace.
Of course it is, and soon we shall be wed.
What?
Oh, we've talked about this, my dear.
But...
Now you just listen, dear young lady. You will do your duty as Princess of Marador and heir to the ice throne of the mountain realm. So sorry, Victor. She was just overwhelmed by your handsome visage.
Easily done.
Perhaps a token of your affection might calm her young heart, my prince.
Why not? A mere bauble compared to the wonders that await you.
Oh, my stars. It is rather pretty.
Keep it. It's from last year's Beaver Brooks collection anyway.
Well, now that the romantic part is over, let us welcome Prince Victor as only we know how, in song.
Welcome to our town in old Marador. Nothing rest your feet after such a long road. We won't settle here in old Marador. Anyone will do a permanent home. You know you're always welcome.
Always.
There's lots of things to choose from.
Always.
Getting older, oh welcome, just get older. Welcome
I've just had the greatest idea. I'm not one for long engagements. Why don't we have the wedding tonight?
Tonight?
Why not? The whole town will be there. We'll be looking fabulous. The king can even perform the ceremony. Victor, lots to arrange.
No, Mum.
Aren't you coming, dear?
Well, why should I? By nightfall, I'll be married to a man that I hardly even know, taken to a kingdom that I've never been to before, and I'll never see any of my friends again.
But still, happy birthday.
Oh, if ever there was anyone that could help me, please help me now.
Not so fast, Liquid. You'll hurt yourself.
Chill out, sister.
Oh, come on, we've been summoned.
What are you doing down there, young lady? Only children play in the dirt.
Far out, girl. She's like getting back to Mother Earth.
Oh, can we just get on with this?
I'm sorry, but who are you?
Hasn't anyone ever told you about us?
We're like mysteries in the wind.
Why should selfish humans ever consider us?
Humans? But, well, aren't we all human?
Tell me, child, are the wings a bit of a clue?
We are the children of the forest, the old ones, the ones that came before, the Fae.
Or as other people know, fairies.
Real fairies? Oh my stars, I thought you were just legends.
I am the guardian of sunshine and moonbeams. I am Fairy Lights.
I groove with the rivers and the rain. I'm fairy liquid.
And I'm in charge of everything else. I'm very bitter.
You're very bitter.
Yes, she's fairy bitter.
And she's very bitter.
That joke became old before Bruce Forsyth.
But, why are you here?
Well, long ago, we fairies had to hide from the savages of men, and the kind king of Marador hid us safely in the mountains. Since then, we have watched over the children of the royal line.
But that was centuries ago. How old are you?
Lights is a little touchy when it comes to her age.
Yes, she doesn't want everybody to know that she's...
Enough of that. We are your guardians.
We're like your far out fairy godmothers.
Well, two of us are anyway.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, Bitter didn't get her invitation to your baptism, so she missed out on being a fairy godmother.
And she's been bummed out ever since.
But I got those parents of yours back anyway.
What did you do to my parents?
In a moment of misjudgment, Fairy Bitter cursed you, so that if you ever pricked your finger on a spinning wheel, you would die.
What?
Chill out, don't worry. We collected all the spinning wheels in and destroyed them, so no biggie.
Well, I suppose I could have accepted the rejection a little better.
Anyway, we were summoned to help, so don't you worry your pretty little head about it. We'll deal with Victor for you.
Just go with the flow, little flower.
Oh, and happy birthday, I suppose.
Thank you.
Now quickly, we must come up with a plan. Bitter, you may not be her fairy godmother, but you owe that poor girl for the curse that you've put upon her.
It's just a good job we found all of the spinning wheels in the 5 kingdoms.
Yes, you found them all.
And why are you laughing?
Oh, no reason. Come on, we'd best be off and think of a plan. My sisters are such fools. Do they really think that I, the most powerful fairy in the 5 kingdoms, would forget such a slight? I do not forget. I do not forgive. I harbor grudges. Ruffles, here now.
I mean your witness. What vile biddings
would never have a party and not invite me, would you, Gruffles?
No, I don't invite my friends.
You have no friends, Gruffles.
Spoo.
Now, we have work at hand. Did you do as I commanded?
Oh yes, your business.
Did you find it just where I hid it?
Right on the X of the map. I didn't realise maps actually had X's.
Soon all my years of scheming, of planning, of being nice shall come to fruition, and the royal family shall cry bitter tears.
So, let me get right. They'll cry, then laugh.
No, you idiot. Go and fetch the precious cargo.
Here it is. In the deepest part of the mountains, I found it.
18 years of waiting and planning. And tonight, they will all pay.
Ooh. Are we gonna crash the party? It might be fun.
I do not pay you to have fun, Ruffles.
You don't pay me.
Well, why should I? Whose magic gave you human form?
Yours.
And what were you before I made you my butler?
A beetle.
But what kind of beetle?
A dung beetle.
A dung beetle. And if you don't want to go back there, you had best hold your tongue. Now come, we have things to prepare.
I'll wrap that up irresistibly for the princess.
Humble plumbers! There's no need to laugh here. I didn't laugh at you when you came in. That's a lovely dress you're wearing, dear. Just make sure you dry clean it before you give it back to me, please. Humble plumbers! The finest plumbers in the 5 kingdoms. We'll flush your pipes and fleece your wallets. Only a little bit. We'll do 1 pipe for 50 pence, or 2 for £1. Come on, Patrick, push faster. We've got to earn some money.
Oh, I'm trying, Mom. I could go faster if Patricia got out of the cart. But my feet hurt. Mum says they're my prettiest feature, after my eyes, my nose, and my mouth.
Yes, who's my pretty girl? Oh, and Patrick, you're the man of the family now. And what did your dear late father always tell you?
Do as you're told. Be kind to your sister and always hide the gin from Mum.
Well, gin or no gin, I am the finest plumber around. But we've got to find some customers. That's why I've dragged you from one kingdom to the next.
Oh, shall I hand out some more flyers, Mum? Oh, look around, Patricia. Who are you going to give them to? There's nobody here.
Yes, where is everybody?
Oh, maybe it's something really exciting. Maybe it's an X Factor audition.
Ooh, I once got a yes from Simon Cowell.
You were on the X Factor?
No, it was in Chase on the quayside last Friday night. The saucy devil.
Well, I heard the King Queen talking. The princess is having some sort of a party tonight. Maybe everyone's off to get ready for it. Can I go to the party, Mum?
I don't know, Patricia.
Yeah, I'm sure they've already got a clown.
Now you two, stop fighting and take some of these leaflets and start handing them out. We've got to drum up some business.
Okay, Mum, you can count on me.
Patrick, dear, look after your sister. I really can't count on her.
No problem, Mum. You know I'll always look after the family.
Oh, good boy. Nobody here? What does it mean there's nobody here? I saw all of you. Oh yes, I'm very observant. I never miss a thing. Especially not an episode of EastEnders. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Pauline Humbles, and those were my 2 wonderful children. Well, that was my wonderful son, Patrick, and my daughter, Patricia. Oh, don't get me wrong, I love Patricia with all my heart, but I do wonder where her mind goes to sometimes. Do you know, I once asked her to bring home some fresh milk. She came home with a cow. And another time, I gave her a tin of emulsion and told her to go and paint the house. She came back about an hour later, saying she only needed to use a little bit of paint, because she only does small landscapes. Oh, I've got all sorts of rubbish in here. Do you know, I once asked her to get something continental for tea, so I said, pick up something French. What did she get? Can. Oh, come on, can, French. It doesn't get any better. You might as well laugh now. Oh, dear. Oh, and then for school, she made this Ouija board for a séance. I had to tell her no to science project. Oh, and one day the teachers asked me if I dropped her on her head when she was a baby. When I said no, they said, well, you might as well have done. It wouldn't have made a bit of difference. Oh, one day she came running home from school and told me I had to make a carrot pie. Turns out it was some maths and I had to make a pie chart. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with all of this. You see, I haven't told Patrick or Patricia yet, but we've been evicted. Come on, it's sadder than that. We've been evicted. You see, I'm such a good plumber that I fixed everything so well that nothing ever needs repairing again, and now there's no work. That's why we've come here to Marador. It's the only kingdom left. Do you know what? You lot can help me. Well, I need to drum up some publicity, so if you could tell everybody that you know Pauline Pumbles, the queen of plumbing, then that should bring some work in. Don't panic, it's not that difficult, okay? What happens is every time I shout out, I'm Pauline Pumbles, you all shout back, the queen of plumbing. Shall we give it a try? It doesn't matter if you want to or not, we're going to, so... Here we go. I'm Pauline Pumbles! The queen of plumbing! Yes, now look. That might suit them over at Pontine and Amateur Dramatics. But this is Woodlands. Let's give it another try. I'm Pauline Pumbles! The queen of plumbing! Oh, that's much better. And we really need to find the work. Oh, I'd do anything for a few coppers.
Excuse me, but did I hear you say that you do anything for money?
You have a filthy mind, sir.
It's just that the royal family needs some help in the kitchens. They've had a difficulty retaining kitchen hands.
Why is that?
They keep losing hands.
Oh.
You see, the chef's a bit short-sighted. And well, a wrist looks a lot like a leg of lamb, if you're blind enough.
Okay, Mum. I delivered all the leaflets to every house on the north side, and now my feet are killing me.
Oh, well done, Patrick. And what about you, Patricia?
Oh, I was so much more efficient. I delivered all my leaflets through one door, and I was done in seconds.
Wonderful. But anyway, it turns out that we're going to be working at the Royal Palace. So get the cart squared away and off we go. Come on. I'll see you later, everyone. Bye.
I'll tell the chef to expect you. What's your name?
My name? Why, it's Pauline Pumbles. It's probably the loudest so far this week. Well done.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome back the royal couple and soon to be married Prince and Princess.
I don't understand it. Where has Penny got to now?
Well, she was right here a moment ago.
She said she had to go for a really long run. Away from me. I seem to inspire the need for self-improvement. I was telling her how I was voted most handsome prince in Ventralia, 7 years running.
You won the title 7 years running.
Are you surprised?
Are there even any other princes in Ventralia?
That's beside the point. But now all the wedding plans are in order, I shall soon be the most handsome king in Ventralia.
Then let us celebrate the happy and rich couple.
Hello, you lot. Oh, I'm so happy to have a job again. And this one shouldn't be too bad. The first thing I've had to do is pick up some cleaning supplies. That chef is so blind he can't even see the dirt. So I've got some bleach and some scourers. It shouldn't take me too long to clean the place up. Many a time I've been told I'm a right scrubber. Now where's Patricia? I'm sure I said I'd meet her here by the wishing well.
Hi, Mum! I got a job in the palace too. I applied to be the head butler, hand of the king, or even king's champion. But all those jobs were filled.
So what job did you get then?
I am the new chief executive of hydro irrigation and pollution management of sanitation.
Is that a toilet cleaner?
Yeah, and I didn't have to pass any exams or anything.
I haven't got time for this. I've got to get to the palace kitchens. The chef is insisting on making all healthy food for the entire palace.
What do you mean healthy?
Well, people a lot more intelligent than you, which is everybody, have said that we should all eat at least 5 portions of fruit and veg a day. And well, you can see by my figure, I already do that. I'm sure I just heard somebody whisper, oh no you don't. So just in case they did, oh yes I do. Oh no you don't. Oh yes I do. Oh no you don't. I do, I have an hourglass figure. Just unfortunately all the sand slipped down to the bottom now. But I do, dear. Just yesterday, I had pineapple fritters, lemon bonbon, raspberry cheesecake, banana milkshake, and chips.
Does that count?
Oh, yes. If anything, I'm extra healthy. I had 4 portions of chips. But anyway, we haven't got time to mess around down here. Take my shopping up to the palace, will you? We don't want to be late on our first day. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello, Mum.
Hello, Patrick. Oh! You reek!
Oh, I know. The only job left was working with horses. I've been mucking out stables for hours.
Oh, Patrick, I'm so proud. No, stay over there, dear. I'm so proud of you. And someday soon, when the plumbing business picks up again, you can leave all that manure and mucking out behind. Anyway, I keep saying it, but I've got to go. Mind you, I don't know how that chef still has a job. She spent the first 20 minutes of my interview asking questions to the coat rack. Never mind. Bye!
Okay, here we are then. Are you ready, Liquid?
Ready to go with the flow.
Where is Bitter? She should be here by now.
Oh, take a chill pill.
Couldn't we just cast a love spell or something? It would be far more efficient.
Princess Penny deserves to fall in love with someone who'll love her in return.
I suppose, but how do we get them to notice each other? They're just sort of sitting there, not even looking at each other.
Well, Patrick has been working all day in the palace stables and has the smell of nature all around him.
So, how do we get Princess Penny to notice that?
With nature's power of the breeze, of course.
Oh.
Oh my stars, what is that smell?
Oh, it's me, okay? I'm sorry, but I've been working in the stables and... Oh, hello. I didn't realise you were so pretty. Not that I'd say it if you were ugly, which you're not. It's just that I don't...
That's okay. No one's ever spoken to me like that before.
Why not? Only spoilt princesses get treated like that.
What do you mean, spoilt princesses?
Well, I overheard the king and queen talking. Apparently Princess Penny is overjoyed to be marrying some big-headed, preening prince that will keep her in fur coats and jewellery.
And how do you know she would be happy like that? Have you ever even met the princess?
No, but isn't that what all princesses are like?
There are some princesses who believe that people should marry for true love.
Oh, I suppose. I'm Patrick, by the way. What's your name?
Penny.
You mean you're... Oh, I'm sorry, Your Highness. Please don't cut off my head.
Oh, I would never do something like that. I think I can handle somebody talking to me.
Really? Well, what are you doing down here? Shouldn't you be getting ready for your party?
Oh, it's silly really, but I came down here because, well, I thought I could make a wish.
No, wishing is never silly. I wish I could settle down and stop roaming the 5 kingdoms.
I wish I could meet someone kind and honest and hard-working with dark hair and green eyes.
That's very specific.
Well, when you fall in love, you just know.
I suppose you do.
Oh, my stars. You really smell.
Why do you keep saying, oh, my stars?
I suppose it goes back to when I was a little girl. Every night, I would wish upon a star that I would find someone who dreamt like I did. So, will you be coming to my party tonight?
Oh, I doubt it. I've got nothing fancy to wear and I'll have to scrub for about 5 hours to get rid of this smell.
Oh, come on, I insist. You can be my guest.
Okay, as long as you save one dance for me.
I promise. Come on, we can walk back to the palace together.
Who's there? I can hear someone.
Why, it's me!
Who are you?
I am Pauline Pumbles! Hello. Well, here we are in the palace kitchens, and now we have to get everything ready for Princess Penny's feast. So, Chef, there is no time to lose. Oh, will you be more careful? You could have had my hand away.
Oh, what a beautiful hand
Well, I used to be a hand model, you see.
A hand model?
Yes. Mind you, there was only one other person at the audition, and he was called Three-Fingered Larry.
He used to work here, but he was only called Larry then.
That explains a few things then.
Now, Mrs. Pumbles, we must get everything prepared for the feast.
And spend no expense, I take it.
With no expense paid.
So it'll be sausage on a stick all round then.
I have my reputation to maintain.
I've heard all about your reputation.
What do you mean?
Well, what was it you served for the last charity ball?
I concocted the finest roast quail, stuffed goose, grilled pheasant, and beautiful tasty swan.
And who was the charity ball for?
The Society for the Protection of Birds.
And what about the one before that?
I used all my years of experience to bring together the finest beluga caviar, milk white veal.
Was there anything else, dear?
Hog roast.
Yes?
And a 72-ounce frying steak.
Oh, and who was that one for?
The Marador Society of Vegetarians.
Oh, dear. Now, where's the list that the Queen sent down? Now listen, I'll do the reading, you do the cooking.
Sounds perfect.
Oh, will you stop doing that?
Not sausages. I believe the first thing on the menu is filled mouse.
No, it's grilled moose.
What about the toasted bear?
It's roasted deer.
Surely they want crocodile, mice, and snake.
It's chocolate iced cake.
I think we need a bit more help.
I think you might be right here, and some more than others. Who? And who are you?
We are the Royal Kitchen Assistants.
And what will you be able to do?
Whatever you need.
Really? You mean anything?
Yes, we can do anything.
Oh, wonderful. You're going to sing?
You know that we go anywhere for your love.
back on. Oh. Well, now from the creme de la creme, it's time to scrape the bottom of the barrel. Patricia!
Hi, Mum!
What are you doing hanging around the kitchens when you should be working?
Oh, the boss said I should stick to what I do best.
Oh, what was that?
Staying out of his way.
Oh. Chef, may I introduce you to my youngest, Patricia?
Pleased to meet you.
Not me, you fool!
So what can I do to help?
Oh, well, the first thing you can do is get all of the items on this list. Then we can make a start on Princess Penny's feast.
Okay, Mum, you can count on me.
Mrs. Bumbles, are you going to the ball tonight?
Oh, I don't know. Do you know I once got invited to a masquerade ball, but they told me I had to wear a mask. And I think it would be criminal to cover up this mug.
I quite agree with you. I think you have the beautiful visage of Angelina Jolie.
Someone really should have gone to Specsavers. Oh, it's up.
I've got all the stuff, Mum.
Oh, good.
Oh, by the way, here comes Patrick.
Oh, yes.
Oh, and he's with a girl.
Oh, hello, Patrick. I see you've made a friend.
Mum, Patricia, this is Princess Penny.
Oh, your Royal Highness! It's such a pleasure to work for you here in your royal palace.
Is she always like this?
No, but the last time she met a princess, she put her foot in her mouth.
Oh, really? What happened?
No, really, she put her foot in her mouth.
Mrs. Bumbles, please, there's no need to bow.
Oh, Patricia, get up, you're embarrassing me.
So, I see you've fallen for the charms of a Bumbles man.
Yes, Patrick's the most kind and handsome man that I've ever met.
But aren't you supposed to be marrying Prince Victor tonight?
Well, there is that tricky little snag.
Tricky little snag. But what will the king and queen say when they find out?
Oh, well, look at what they expect of me and Prince Victor. Two people who know nothing about each other, forced to be together and pretend we're happy when everybody knows it's just for show. Would you call that a marriage?
No. I call that a coalition government. Please yourselves. But Prince Victor will be very unhappy.
Oh, that's funny, Mum.
What's funny, dear?
Well, you mentioned Prince Victor, and here he comes.
But we have to hide.
Chef, if anybody asks, you haven't seen anyone.
Just like any other day.
Come along, everyone. Right this way. Welcome to the palace kitchens. Now, if you'd like to make some space and... What is that wonderful aroma? It smells like Princess Penny's perfume.
No, it's not. She's nowhere around here.
Of course. Why would she be down here?
Certainly not getting it on behind that counter with my commoner brother.
So, Prince Victor, what brings you down here?
I thought I'd make sure everything was coming along for tonight.
But surely that's not the job of a prince.
That's very funny, you smelly little oik. I wouldn't expect a lowly servant like yourself to understand, but I'm very interested in the feast.
But everything is in hand.
I throw the finest parties in the 5 kingdoms. Also, the best shindigs, hootenannies.
No! Perhaps you could just watch from over there.
But how will I show you the very skills that could one day inspire angry Scottish men named Ramsay to swear at the kitchen staff?
Oh! Oh, my mum's come over all faint.
No, I haven't. Oh. Hello, dear.
Prince Victor, it would be lovely if you could get Mum some water.
Yes, a glass of water's a good enough excuse as any. Come on, dear.
Oh, that was close.
I'll tell my mum and dad that I won't marry Victor.
Wow, does that mean you'll marry Patrick?
What?
Oh, I think they'd make a wonderful couple, wouldn't they?
Yes.
I think we're moving a bit fast.
Why? What's wrong with him?
Yes, I mean, nobody's perfect.
And I have found a tax to fit. I'll take care of it. What are you doing that for?
Well, I can't have a servant looking better than me.
Everyone else does. So what's the big plan?
What do you mean, the big plan?
Well, once the princess pricks her finger on the spinning wheel, won't everyone in the kingdom be after you?
Well, and they've only got themselves to blame.
You can't stand against the whole of Meridor.
I didn't think about that.
Maybe Meridor would be better off with someone else in charge. Someone strong and magical.
Maybe.
The first fairy queen of the 5 kingdoms.
Oh, well, I like the sound of that, Ruffles. Once I've got rid of Princess Penny, I'll deal with the rest of them. And my goody two-shoe sisters.
Queen Bitter has a very regal quality about it.
I've just had a great idea. I shall be queen, and all will bow down before me.
I await my commands, my queen.
My queen. Oh, yes. I I like the sound of that.
Yes, my queen, come on, let's go and someone in there.
Oh, hello, you lot. You know, I'm really looking forward to the party tonight. What about you, dear?
Well, I suppose. But I was very disappointed with the invitation list. Oh, I invited the Beckhams, Brad and Angelina, the Camerons, but none of them are SVP.
Well, it is difficult for them to drop everything and travel all the way to Marador.
Yes, but I even invited Katie Price and she'll turn up for anything.
Maybe it's because none of them will be born for a few hundred years.
Oh, silence. Our guests will be arriving soon.
Harriet, my party crown.
Oh, and my partiara.
I am King Sovereign. Oh, this will be wonderful fun. A birthday party for our dear daughter.
Now, don't forget the wedding.
Oh, yes, I suppose we'd better get it over with.
Oh, one would think you didn't want Princess Penny to get married.
Well, it does seem rather rushed.
Oh, welcome, one and all.
Oh, yes, it's so good to see everyone looking spiffing on the occasion of Princess Penny's birthday. Yes, our lovely daughters.
Where is she?
Oh, come on, you lot. We'd best go and find her. We can't have a party and a wedding if the birthday girl and or bride isn't here.
Yes, we'll go and find her. In the meanwhile, you can all enjoy the Royal Ballet.
princess. You can't be seen with a commoner like me.
Don't say that. I don't care where or what you were born.
Really?
Of course. I fell in love with a kind and honest man.
That's me, right?
Yes.
Got a bit worried there. I've travelled all over the 5 kingdoms and never met anyone like you. Who's this?
That's old King Whitesnow. He defeated the cave trolls with that sword, united the mountain clans, and brought peace to Marador with the creation of the Ice Throne.
That sounds quite impressive.
He's a hero to everybody here in Marador.
Well, I doubt the King Queen will be happy for me to be with the great granddaughter of a man like that.
Why don't we find you something to wear? It may come as less of a shock for them then.
Are you sure? I mean, I don't want to look like Prince Victor. The preening,
Pompous,
overrated,
self-absorbed,
big-headed buffoon of a prince.
You made it!
Penny, are they?
My fairy godmothers.
It's good to see you looking so happy.
2 hearts beating as one. Oh, it's magic.
I'm sure she could have managed on her own.
Did you do this? Patrick and I?
Well, we merely set you two on the right path.
You didn't need magic. All you need is love.
Truly, this will be a night that no one forgets.
Okay, well, we'd better go and find Patrick something to wear. We'll see you later.
So, do we all have our gifts ready? My gift shall be my ever-watchful eye to ensure a long and happy life.
Well, you'll do that anyway because you're nosy.
Well, my gift should be peace and happiness ever after.
Oh, cheapskate.
And what have you brought for Princess Penny?
Yeah, you know anything about the money.
Gruffles!
And what is that?
Ah, this is, an antique. Something that no one has seen for years.
Someone who votes Lib Dem.
You'll find out soon enough.
Dear, the fairies have arrived.
Oh, yes, the fairies. Oh, but you know, fairies are just so last year. The in thing now is to have an elf.
Oh, now, dear, you know the fairies have watched over us all for centuries.
And that would make them just lay off the age thing. Welcome, one and all.
Oh, yes, it's so good to see everyone looking spiffing.
But welcome mostly to the most important guest of all.
Yes, our lovely daughter.
No, the very handsome and rich Prince Victor of Ventrolia.
Very gracious of your graces.
Prince Victor, I thought you would wear something different for a party.
My entourage takes care of that.
What's an entourage?
This. I know. So where is my bride-to-be? I suppose you're all excited about Princess Penny marrying me.
Oh, look, here she comes. My dear Penny. And who's this?
Never mind who he is. Why are you holding hands with my daughter?
Mum, Dad, this is Patrick Pumbles.
Patrick? Pumbles? Never heard of him. Is he a lord? A viscount? A knight, maybe?
Your Graces, it's a pleasure to meet you.
I can tell a commoner anywhere. And what makes you think you can talk to a princess?
Oh, shut up! You pompous, preening, overrated, self-absorbed. What else did we call him?
Big-headed.
Big-headed buffoon of a prince.
Oh, that's my girl.
Oh, Penny, you're ruining everything.
No, I'm not. I'm setting it right. Look, Mum, I don't want to marry Victor.
Oh.
I don't want his money.
Oh.
And I want to marry Patrick.
Oh. What's going
see you've told them then.
And who are you?
Why, I am Pauline Pumble.
The Queen of Plumbing!
But why would you want to be with him? He's a commoner. Ooh.
He may be a commoner, but he's got more backbone than you will ever have.
And shin bones.
What are you talking about?
Not sure. I just wanted it to look like I was paying attention.
Go there. Princess Penny, don't let this excuse for a man tell you what to do.
And don't take advice from this excuse for a woman.
Right, that's it. Hold my jewelry. This prince is about to get his jubilees coronated.
Your Majesty, are you going to stand for this?
Oh, one thing at a time. The master's managed to calm the Queen down, so we can get on with the birthday party this evening. We'll deal with the wedding part later.
Oh, and what did the master prescribe?
Yeah. I think we should do the present. Present? I love presents. Princess Penny, this is for you. It's just what you deserve.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Fairy Bitter.
What is it, dear?
I don't know. I've never seen one before. It's... Ow!
A spinning wheel?
But how? We had them all destroyed.
Did you think that I had forgotten?
Are you all right, Penny? I don't feel well.
Oh, fairies! Wrong one. Fairies! There must be something you can do.
We're working here!
Don't crush our buzz!
Nothing can stop my curse. Soon, the ice throne will be mine!
Oh, please be all right, Penny. It's okay. I don't feel like I'm dying, but I do feel very tired.
Oh, you did it, fairies. You stopped that curse.
Well, that isn't 100% accurate.
We're dealing with some way bad mojo here.
Oh, I know all about that bad mojo. I once ate food in a Burger King.
Bitter was right. We couldn't stop the curse.
Does that mean I'm going to...
Relax. We couldn't stop it, but we could change it.
So what is going to happen to her?
She has until dawn, and then she will fall asleep.
For 100 years. So we have to keep her awake.
She'll be a sleeping beauty. But in 100 years, when I wake up, everyone will be dead. There must be something we can do.
There are two ways to break a fairy's curse. The first is to snap her wand.
But how? Fairy Bitter resides in a fortress in the Badlands.
Guarded by all sorts of magic.
And with powers that could obliterate us all.
So what's the second choice?
Sunderland winning the FA Cup.
So it's option one then?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll do it. I'll go to the Badlands, I'll face Fairy Bitter, and I'll snap her wand.
I'll come along, I suppose. I may not be marrying Princess Penny anymore, but never let it be said I would be outdone by a commoner. Saddle my steed.
You're bringing a horse.
Horse? We stopped riding horses in Ventralia long ago.
No, but Patrick, it will be so dangerous.
Oh, I'll be all right with you lot with me.
We have to go too.
He's right. We've got to be brave.
And strong.
Just like
Old King Whitestone.
What would old King Whitestone do if he was here right now? He'd make a plan and he'd follow through. That's what old King Whitestone do. But old King Whitestone just a boy, just 10.5 years old. He'd fight an old big raging camp while wearing a black gold. When old King Whitestone was in the wild, fighting grizzly bears, he used his ancient robe
tell you this, Patricia, this is no place for Pauline Pumbles.
The Queen of Play.
Oh, it's lost to hope and abandoned to pity.
Just like the time we were in Burridon. How are you feeling, Penny?
Not good, but I just have to stay awake.
You're right. Patricia, come here. What's up, little bro? I need you to help keep Penny awake, no matter what. Okay. Thanks, Mum. Ow! Plenty more where that came from.
Enough of your messing round. Our daughter has been cursed.
Quite right. And we must stop fairy bitter. Old Princess Penny will fall asleep for 100 years.
The first thing we need to do is find a way into this fortress.
Right on, sister. Me and McGonagall here will have a little fly around and see if we can find a weak spot.
And once inside, we must find Bitter's wand.
All right then, off we go.
So, how are we going to get into that place then?
Oh, I don't know. There must be some sort of a way of a back way in. Patricia, take Princess Penny with you. A walk will do her some good and try and keep her active. The rest of you, go with Mum and keep your eyes peeled.
Yes, come on everyone. We need to find a way in. And keep your peas aisled. Something like that.
So, what's your plan for saving our daughter then, Patrick?
Oh, well, you see...
That's right. Rely on others.
Oh, not now, dear.
Oh, even a lowly commoner is much more brave than you.
Well, actually,
I'm sure Patrick can manage. I mean, he's got the ancestral sword, and the whole of Marador's behind him.
Well, I'm sure Prince Victor can manage. He has had a rich schooling, a rich heritage, and an ostrich.
But Penny doesn't love Victor.
Oh, here we go again. Look, do you think you're good enough for a princess, my boy?
well, I think what matters is, does Penny think I'm good enough?
Here, here.
Your Highness, do believe me when I say this is coming from the heart. Shut up, zip it, be quiet, and stay out of my way.
Are you going to let a commoner speak to your queen like that?
Well, I've always believed in the right of free speech.
Oh, typical. One excuse after the other.
What do you mean?
Oh, like that time you went into battle to crush a dragon rebellion.
And I stopped it, didn't I?
Oh, yes. I had dreamt you would ride into battle and win the glory of the 5 kingdoms.
Well, I did. Kind of.
You broke a 5-point peace plan during a 2-week no-violence conference.
And isn't that better?
Oh, well, why can't you be more manly?
I'm very manly.
You're the only king that I know who has appointed a royal spider catcher.
Ah, but those things are scary.
And you never wear the ancestral sword at battle.
But it's really sharp.
And you can't even ride a horse.
Have you seen those things? Big teeth at one end and angry hooves at the other.
I know. We play a little word game to see how manly you really are.
How does that work?
Well, I say a word, and then you say the first thing that comes into your head.
Ah, I think I can manage that.
Right. Troll.
Oh, scary.
Goblin.
Oh, scary.
Fairy.
Oh, scary.
Puppy.
Oh, scary.
Me.
Oh, scariest.
Oh, you say what I mean.
But surely a king has knights and soldiers and guards to protect him.
From spiders?
Where?
Oh, man up, will you come?
Oh, easy, boy. Easy. I think I've finally tired him out.
Are you sure you know how to ride an ostrich?
Of course, I mean, it only has 2 legs, whilst a horse has 4.
So?
So, by the simple law of arithmetic, an ostrich is twice as easy to ride as a horse.
Well, I don't think it works like that.
Where has everyone got to? I was about to present my dashing and daring plan to storm Bitter's Fortress of Doom.
And what daring plan would that be?
Well, firstly, I will valiantly order you to go and ring the doorbell.
Oh, really? Then what?
When the Mistress Fairy comes to the door and says, "Who is it?" I shall tactically and bravely say, "British Gas, darling, come to read the meter."
And then?
Well, I think it's best I don't tell anyone, you know. Top secret and all that.
Well, first of all, I should point out, there isn't a doorbell.
Oh,
And secondly, I highly doubt Fairy Bitter has a gas meter.
really?
And thirdly, you think it's such a good idea that nobody else knows the end of the plan apart from you.
Tactically speaking, yes.
I bet you don't even have an end to the plan, do you?
No.
Oh, I knew it. I don't know why I thought Penny would like you.
But I'm a prince. I can buy her anything she needs.
Oh, women don't care about that.
Look, I know what I'm talking about.
I doubt it. I don't believe it. A prince is actually jealous of a commoner.
Jealous? I don't think so. I'm sure the princess will come to his senses eventually.
You really think Princess Penny would ever love you?
Can I be honest?
You haven't held back so far.
What is this feeling so sudden and new?
Felt the moment I laid eyes on you.
My pulse is rushing,
My head is reeling.
my face is flushing.
What is this feeling? Vivid as a flame. Does it have a name? Yeah. Loathing, unadulterated loathing.
For your face,
Your voice.
your clothing.
Let's just say I love it all. Every little trait, however small, makes my very flesh begin to crawl. A simple act of loathing, there's a strange celebration in such total detestation. It's so pure, so strong. Though I do admit it came on fast, still I do believe that it can last. And I will be loathing, loathing you my whole life. What is this feeling? Sudden and new.
Unadulterated loathing.
The moment I laid eyes
Your
on
face,
you.
your voice, your
My face
clothing.
is rushing.
Let's
My
just
head is
say
reeling.
I love it all.
Oh, what is this
Every
feeling?
little trait, however small,
Does it
makes
have
my
a
very
name?
flesh begin to crawl.
Yes. Ah, loathing. There's a strange exhilaration in such total detestation. It's so pure, so strong. Though I do admit it came on fast, still I do believe that it can last. And I will be loathing for forever, loathing truly, deeply, loathing you. My whole life long.
Well, you may be able to carry a tune, but that isn't enough.
I don't believe it, Patrick. If I stay with that sister of yours a minute longer, I'll be asleep in no time.
Oh, what's she done now?
Well, as we were walking, we passed a field of sheep, and Patricia thought it would be nice if I counted them.
Really?
Yes. Then she tried to offer me a stimulating glass of warm milk
She doesn't get it, does she?
before reading me a story.
Oh, was it a fairy tale?
Pretty much.
Did it have a kind of go-to-bed motif?
Yep.
You see, my dear princess, this is the kind of mentality one gets with the lower echelons of society.
Oh, don't you start.
I'm sure the princess will want to hear of my daring plan.
Do I?
Not really. It doesn't end well.
Princess Penny, Patrick seems to be under the delusion that it is he you wish to be with.
You really don't give up, do you?
I did not come here to be insulted.
Where do you usually go?
So, how are we getting on? Patricia thinks she's got everything covered.
Really?
Oh yes, I met a man at the market who told me he could sell me the most high-tech stuff he had for adventures.
Let's see then. Well, first off, this is a dinner tray.
No, it's a new shield. That since it has no straps, it's easy for storage.
Oh dear, what else is in here?
How about a lance that has been miniaturized to make it easy for jousting?
Or as everybody else would call it, a pencil. What's next?
How about a collapsible sword that also has a waterproof covering?
Or as everybody else would call it, an umbrella. Please tell me that's the last of it.
That's what I thought as well. I was just about to leave when he said I couldn't miss his best bargain.
Oh, this should be good. What is it? Super thin armor made of tinfoil?
No. What knight of the realm wouldn't want a noble steed that could also dry your tunics?
Oh, I can see where this is going.
I give you a clothes horse.
Oh, I was wondering if anybody would adopt a daughter.
Oh, Mum, you wouldn't give me up for adoption.
Not you, me!
So, have you found a way in yet?
Oh, that's easy.
What? But how can it be easy?
Well, because I'm Pauline Pumbles. And health and safety regulations for the 5 kingdoms state that all residences, be they human or magic, must have access to outflowing pipage to be accessible from the exterior of said property.
What is she talking about?
Of course! The sewers!
Yes, and by my reckoning, out the way, dear.
Ow!
Welcome back, everyone. Ah, yes. Here we are. Oh. Right, everybody, follow me. Tuck your pants into your socks. Hold your noses and bring plenty of hand sanitizer.
I'm not going down there.
I think we'll keep watch out here. Give you all a clear field, as it were. But don't worry, I'm sure Prince Victor shall lead the way.
I am not going down there.
Well, you could stay out here and have a little smooch with me. Strange choice.
Well, this is it then.
Well, I would say just follow your nose, but that wouldn't help down here.
I can't believe we're down here. I think I just saw a bony little rat.
How dare you? I said that this wasn't a very flattering light.
Now pay attention, you lot. This is no time to dawdle. Patricia, don't touch that. You don't know where it's been.
Well, we are in a sewer, so I think we can guess exactly where it's been.
Oh, and to think that this is even too far out for me. Now come on, I can see a light this way.
Ooh, and this way.
This way too.
Oh, this place is spooky.
Oh, gosh, it really is filthy down here.
Well, we are in a sewer.
This is even a little far out for me.
I don't even know where these tunnels lead. Any ideas?
Not a clue. How about you?
Me? It wasn't my idea to come down here. Patrick?
Well, Mum's the expert on sewers, and... Mum? Patricia? Oh, where have they gone?
Maybe she's taken a wrong turning and gotten lost.
Or maybe we're the ones that have taken the wrong turning and we're the ones that are lost.
How are we ever going to find our way out?
Oh, into the fortress.
I could help you.
Who said that?
I did.
I think the gargoyle is speaking. It must be magic.
Is that possible?
Yes, it's possible. And stop ignoring me.
Well, hello. I've never met a talking gargoyle before.
Not surprised. I'm the only one. Genger's the name.
But what are you doing down here?
Well, I used to go out the front door, but Bitter moved me down here because she said I was too grouchy.
Really?
I know. What could I be grouchy about? Just because I'm made of stone, can't eat. Pigeons won't stop nesting on me head.
Gangrid, we were wondering...
Never get to meet anyone. Got moss growing on me hip. My only friends are rats.
Yeah, but we were wondering if you could possibly...
No light down here. Always damp. Smells of sewage.
That reminds me
And
of
worst
time-
of all, there's no Wi-Fi. So what do you lot want?
I was with the girl guides and look at that reading. Buy one, get one free for old people tonight. He pitched me! 2 seconds, I was going back for a second helping. Very nice. Sorry, yes, sorry, come in. Hello.
Where's Patricia?
Oh, Patricia! Well, would you believe it? Here we are in the deepest, darkest realms of the 5 kingdoms. And they've got a Costa coffee shop.
Here you go, Penny.
Oh, thank you. What is it?
A super quadruple caffeine espresso double shot stimulant hyper latte with low-fat milk.
Right.
No one ever brings me coffee.
My word, a talking ornament?
Yes, and he's still probably better company than you are.
Well, really, are you still unhappy about that compliment I gave you?
Unhappy? You said I look good for my age.
And what's wrong with that?
You said I looked 82.
Well, I could only be a few years out.
Why, it's clear that I'm only in my mid to late 20s.
Oh, no, you're not.
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh,
no, you're not. Yes, I am. Hang on a second, if I'm in my mid to late 20s, how did you two happen? But anyway, I've had a good look around, and I can't find a single way into the place. What are we going to do?
Oh, Gengrid, did you say you could help us get to the fortress?
Well, I could. I suppose that wouldn't be against the rules.
There are rules?
Oh, yes. But I should have told me not to let anyone in except her. What she actually said was not to let anyone in without a password.
Well,
what's the password?
I can't tell you. But I did tell me not to tell anyone. But if you're able to guess it, then that wouldn't be against the rules.
Oh, well, could you give us a clue? You know, maybe a sounds like, or how many syllables? I was a gold medalist at charades at the 35th Live Realm Olympic Games.
That's just it, though. It isn't a word. It's a song.
Well, what style is
music, maybe a classic love ballad.
Or a happy show tune.
Or some groovy disco.
A rich concerto.
Or some One Direction.
Or some Girls Aloud. Or hardcore thrash heavy rock metal. Oh, sorry.
I can't remember, but I remember how it sounds though. It's sort of...
Well, there can't be many songs made up of just those 4 chords.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Come on then, everyone. You need to think of songs with those 4 chords.
Well, I'll go first. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere.
That's it, Henry.
My life is brilliant, my love is pure. I saw an angel, of that I'm sure.
People healing, people dying, children learning, hear them crying. Can you practice what you preach? Will you tell another sheep?
Forever young, I want to be forever young.
I came in like a rainbow. I never was like love.
Take me home, country roads, to the place I belong.
'Cause we are gonna be forever, you and me.
Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have.
Who do you think you are? Running around leaving stars, telling them you're apart.
I can't live with or without you.
Whenever I fall
At your feet, you let your feet rain down on me.
And she will be loved. She will be loved. What did you stop for?
Get on with it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Whenever I find myself in times of trouble, I come from a land down under. Let it go, can't hold it back anymore. It's a love like I've never did love before. Gonna make love to reality. Take on me, take me home. I'll be gone in a day or two. Save tonight, gonna take my love, drag me away from you. And tomorrow the German or whatever comes. We found love in a fortress place. We found love in a hopeless. My life, it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. Can't be mine. No, we can't meet in my poker face. Come on, Bobby, let's go. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind?
That's it.
Should old acquaintance be forgot for the sake of old lang So
Well-
what is it in?
Well, it's not easy. Very bit of God's sanctuary use a temporal dimensional displacement field.
Oh, what does that mean?
To get through, you need to be able to fracture time in relative dimension inside space.
Can you even do that?
No, but I know a doctor who can.
Ooh. A doctor? Doctor! Why has it got on
Apparently there's something huge in there.
What was that noise? I don't know. Might be trespassers. None can defeat my defences. You of course are correct. However what? There are many dangers we must meet.
And they will all fall before me.
Perhaps, but it might be wise to take a few precautions.
Do you doubt my powers?
Oh, nothing of the sort. But I have taken the liberty of preparing a contingency plan.
But what's this?
A top secret plan to ensure your victory, your witness.
Now, before we go any further, Gruffles, since I created you, you must realise that any plan that you come up with is actually my idea.
Yes,
Now,
your witness.
Let's see what plan I have come up with. Gruffles, what's this?
Well, you can't be too careful. Prying eyes everywhere. So I put the top secret plan into a top secret envelope.
Very cunning of you, Gruffles. And this?
Well, it's only logical to back up the backup security plan.
Now, this is getting ridiculous, Gruffles. I'm just going to open this one and find an even smaller one inside.
No, that is the last one.
Gruffles?
Yep.
It's empty.
Oh. One minute. Oh, here you go. Got away from me.
Here. Now, let's see what plan I came up with. Ah, this will do very nicely. Now, come along, Gruffles. We must try and deal with those trespassers we found earlier.
Yeah, I found a load of them outside. What do I do with them? Shall I throw them in the Pantomime?
No. Put them in the magic cells. I'll deal with them later.
Come on, you lot.
everything prepared?
Oh, yes, your business. I have prepared everything.
I will soon summon the League of Evil.
Only one as powerful as you can do it, for it is a dangerous spell.
Do you doubt my powers?
Nothing of the sort. But I have heard of the summonings going wrong.
Wrong? How?
Well, there was this sprite once who wanted to call for the hideous troll, and he got Widdicombe. Exactly. Then there was this wizard who wanted a huge giant with a megalith.
Yes.
And he got
Jeremy Clarkson.
exactly. The key, I believe, is in the correct summoning spell.
I have spent time composing the most delicate of spells. Gruffles, my spell book. To ensure my well-earned victory, send me my allies of villainous sort to crush all those who invade my cause. The pirate hated anyone from Never Never Land, Captain Hook.
It seems I'm called to fight a foe. A jaunty challenge, what ho-ho!
Now, send me someone who makes blood run still. The nasty, vicious Cruella de Vil.
Say what you will about my fairy fashion, turning kitties into coats is a real passion.
Hunting mudbloods. She could help in a fix. The nasty and vicious Bellatrix.
No! A few days reprieve from my Azkaban cell has put me in the mood to raise some hell.
A nighttime creature who is quite spectacular. From Transylvania, Count Dracula.
To taste a few drops of pulsing blood is reason enough to be up to no good.
Ah, my League of Evil. I hope you are ready to help me dispense with those goody two-shoes sisters of mine.
Yeah, those whatever she says.
Oh, Gruffles, make sure our guests feel welcome, and soon we will be victorious!
Okay, you lot. Listen up. Welcome to the Badlands. My name is Gruffles, and I shall be your evil mastermind for this evening. So if we all pay attention and listen carefully, we can defeat the invaders and conquer Marador with a minute hand of effort.
And why should I listen to you? I'm a captain. I do not take orders from an overgrown bug.
I'm a dung beetle.
Nothing that a rolled up newspaper wouldn't fix.
Oh, now those are perfect.
Oh, well now.
Well, I usually go for furs, my pretty, but those would make a wonderful pair of earrings.
Hey. Hands off the antennae. No feelers on the feelers.
It'll only hurt the moment.
Oh, you witch woman. Do your one thing.
What thing? I was taught dark arts by he who shall not be named.
So you know. Pew, 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 pew.
Get off me, you filthy half-breed.
Get off here, filthy half-breed!
I take orders only from the Dark Lord.
Please, even the stupid kiddies knows he's not coming back. And what about you? Complaints? Whinges? Reasons for not being here?
Nonsense. I was just wondering where the coffins are.
We don't have any coffins.
But where shall I sleep?
You ain't had time for sleeping.
I usually don't stray so far from my ancestral home. What are your guest suites like?
Well, there's an airbed out the back, but you can't pump it up because I'll lend the foot pump to the Loch Ness Monster.
Really?
No, not really. Honestly. You lot. Now, we're going to do a swim with a fall to make
Oh dear, what can we do?
I know! I borrowed something from the doctor.
Oh, what does that do?
This. Clear!
That didn't look very safe, but it did wake her up.
So what now? We need to find Fairy Bitter's wand.
Well, surely she'll be holding it.
Oh, she's right. How do you get a fairy to put down her wand?
I don't know, Mum. How do you get a fairy to put down her wand?
It's not the beginning of a bad joke. We've been going at this since 7:15. We've had quite enough of those already.
I think the safest thing would be for the humans to hide.
I agree with the fairies. No, Patricia. We aren't hiding.
Well, maybe not hide, but maybe they could search somewhere in the way, whilst we search, you know, out of the way.
Off you pop. Respect your elders.
And she really is older.
Sorry.
Cough, sister.
Tender subject, you know.
Well, maybe I should put Penny somewhere safe.
Thank you, Patrick. I am feeling rather tired.
Hang on. Where's Prince Victor?
Oh.
Wait, listen.
Thank you, Doctor. Love the sightseeing trip. Rome is wonderful at that time of year. So what have I missed?
Well, whilst you were off sightseeing, we were trying to think of a plan.
No need for a plan. I'm sure once Fairy Bitter knows we're here, she'll surrender at once.
Why would she do that?
Well, my prowess on the battlefield is well known. But let me explain the history of warfare of Ventralia, beginning with the correct polishing of buttons on the Class 1 dress uniform. You see, it's a very important matter, I should know. Oh, I say, how very rude. Well, what can one expect from fairies, peasants, and foolish princesses? I'll be fine. Alone. On my own. In a strange, scary fortress. Housing a malicious fairy. Bent on world domination. Wait! Take me with you! Where have they gone? Okay, you lot. It's true. I'm a coward. But I bet you're all brave. Now, if you see any ghosts, you must shout out, because, well, I know I've been big-headed and selfish and annoying, but you will help me stay safe, won't you?
Yeah!
Oh, thank you. Where? I am Prince Victor VII of Ventralia. If that's okay?
What should we do with him? I say we make him walk the plank, or feed him to a hungry crocodile.
Ooh, he does have a wonderful wardrobe. I say we make him walk back to Ventralia in just his long johns.
Oh, he's scared. I can hear his heart beating faster.
I think a Cruciatus curse would make him a bit more humble. Let's hear what he has to say.
Well, whilst you may think I'm food, a walking wardrobe, or victim of any kind, let me ask you this. If I was any of those things, would I be able to do this?
Do what?
This.
Well, that was easy. I don't think Fairy Bitter has anything to worry about.
Agreed. I think we should team up more often. We could hire ourselves out. Villains are us.
Oh, it's a good ring to it. I could design the uniforms.
And I could wear the night shift to ensure we have 24-hour cover.
It's agreed then. Under my leadership, we should be very successful.
And why should I listen to you? Why, there is nothing that you can do that I cannot do on my own.
I don't know why you wear these. They went out of fashion centuries ago.
I think I should be in charge. I do have the most experience.
But I'm the most magical.
I'm the most dastardly.
And I'm the most cruel.
But I'm aristocracy.
I think
I
what
would be
you're
the
remembering is that I have my own say in everything.
There you lot! I told you not to go wandering off in the middle of the tow. Quick! There's someone coming! Hide!
This is most disheartening. I can't find a trace of Bitter anywhere.
Yeah, she's like totally gone.
Two troublemaking trespassers. Very Bitter will reward me well for capturing you two.
You've got some bad karma coming to you.
You won't get away with this.
Shut it, oldie.
Old?
You shouldn't have said that.
Old? Old?
Well done, but you really need some help.
What on earth happened here?
Oh, it looks like the end of my 25th birthday party. That was only last year.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
Oh, yes, it was. Oh, I think we did that in the last scene.
Guys, I'm falling asleep. I really don't feel well.
Maybe you should take a seat.
Come on, the rest of you, help me get this lot up. If we all work together, it won't take very long. All of us working equally. Have we finished yet?
You know what, Mum?
Yes?
I think we should stop looking for Fairy Bitter.
Why would we do that?
Because here she comes!
So you finally made it. No matter. No power in my fortress is greater than mine, and you will never snap my wand.
Very bitter.
What is it, you wrinkled old hag?
Yoink! Patricia! Woo! That was a good one. Back to you, dear. Right, Patrick. Keep going. Oh, hang on a second. There we go. We did it. We did it. We snapped the wand.
It's just a pity that you're too late.
Penny! Time to spill it, Bitter. How do we reverse this curse?
Well, she has to be kissed.
Oh, is that all?
No, she has to be kissed by a prince.
No fear. Stand aside.
Oh, it didn't work. He can't even get being a prince right.
Oh. What a sad end for Penny, for my boy, and for me, Pauline Pumbles.
The Queen of Plumbing!
What did you say?
Weren't you listening, dear? I said, what a sad end for Penny.
No, the next bit.
The next bit, okay, it went, for my boy.
No, the last bit.
Oh, all right. And for me, Pauline Pumbles.
The Queen of Plumbing!
Do you think it will work?
It's good enough for me.
What are you two talking about?
Isn't it obvious?
If your mum's a queen,
They're my brothers.
A prince?
What happened? It's okay, Penny. You're safe now.
Is it done? Is my dear Penny safe?
Is that awful Bitter taken care of?
Mum, Dad, I'm okay. Patrick saved me.
Oh, knew you could do it, my boy.
Well, I suppose you have proved yourself useful.
How did you get into the fortress?
Well, we knew you must have snapped the wand as the magic barriers came down, so we stormed the fortress.
And what will happen to her?
There's nothing you can do.
I know. Let's give her a job as Russell Brand's codpiece.
Can we go home now?
Oh, I think you're forgetting something. A princess may never marry a commoner.
But Mother...
Oh, she's right, I'm afraid.
So, what are you going to do about it?
There's only one thing I can do. Your sword, Patrick. I hereby dub thee a Knight of Marador, and grant you lands and a title.
Hooray! That's not what I meant.
Oh, be quiet. You know, I've been wanting to say that for years. Welcome to the family, my boy.
Hooray!
bedtime. Come on. Okay, back to the bedtime. Anyway, sorry about that. Now I know I was bad, but now look at me. No job and on the run. So I better get a Meridor before they throw me in the dungeon.
You there, you little troll. You shall hereby stop in the name of the Maridor-Ventralia Alliance. You are hereby captured by the brave and valiant Prince Victor of Ventralia. It's quite brave of me to hunt you down alone.
Hunt me down? I bet the only reason you caught up with me is because you're taking a shortcut home.
That's beside the point. I think I'll award myself a bravery medal for this.
A medal? Anyway, why aren't you at the royal wedding doing your lardy-darby?
What's the point? They all know I'm a fraud. How can I turn up to someone else's wedding if I'm not going to be the centre of attention?
Well, maybe you could be centre of attention.
How would that work?
Well, if you turned up with something that no one else had.
But what could I bring?
Well, just off the top of my head, a new personal assistant.
But many people have those.
Yeah, but none that are former dung beetles morphed into magic, human by magic.
That would be excellent. Where could I find such a thing?
And I thought Peter was hard to work for. Let me introduce myself. Gruffel's executive assistant, reasonable rates and comes highly recommended.
I suppose we could negotiate a salary, but many in Maridor want you in the dungeon.
I know, but maybe we could impress them with a musical number.
Like what?
Well, like this. Come on, you lot. Earn your keep.
What on earth is that?
Well, can't you tell?
Well, of course I can, but maybe you should explain it anyway. You know, for the boys and girls.
Well, it is the William Tell Overture, and it goes like this. Mr. Maestro, if you please.
I get it now. Maybe if the boys and girls joined in, that would really impress the wedding party. Ready?
Gonna join in?
Off we go.
Pom-poms to this side, and then we join together for the nar bits. Alright?
Sounds good. Ready? Off we go. Maybe we should get rid of this lot.
Come on board now. Come on.
Well done to all, of course, but mainly well done to me. Now, on to the wedding. I shall need you to lay out a good suit, polish my boots, and send a thank you note, would you?
Here we go again.
One and all, teaches us that love's story will always stand true and tall. Princess Penny has shown us this night that true love will always endure, and it does not matter if we are really rich or, like Patrick, really poor. Fairy Bitter will never again trouble the lands of Marador. And as for Prince Victor and Bubbles, they deserve each other, to be sure. Pauline and Patricia kept right on plumbing, and their business grew and grew. And even the king and queen realized they kind of liked them too. Myself and my sister fairies will continue to watch over the royal line. We'll even watch over you lot too, and pop in from time to time. So all that's left is to say goodbye as our story nears its end. Goodbye, but not just from me, of course, from me and all my friends.
If you wanna
And so our dear Penny found true love in the end.
Even if the family is going round the bend.
We'll still watch over them for years to come.
So chill out, all of those who got really bummed.
My brother's now a prince, totally fab.
And there's no reward for being bad. A new job means the dawn of a new age.
By the way, I pay minimum wage.
I'm still the best plumber. Don't ever forget it.
I found my love and I'll never regret it.
It seems our story has ended just right.
So good night to all,
and to all a good night. The cloud waves comes rolling down on the dance. That's the dream of romance on the sea, where the villain is free. That's entertainment. The lines on the lady in tights on the bride, with the guy on the side or the wall, where she gives him a roll. That's entertainment. The blood cramming hearts in my feeling was set. Again we will see who is under her ex. It can be either Princess where a chap kills his father, or the other father return. Who is thrown out of work by the boss? Who is no more a loss by the stairs? Who is truly condemned? The world is a stage, stage is a world of entertainment. The clown is transporting down all the dance. That's the dream of romance on the sea, where the villain is near. That's entertainment. The lines on the lady inside saw the shrine, with the guy on her side all alone, where she gives him a roll. That's entertainment. The blood can be hot, simply teeming with sex. Again, it will see who is after her ex. It can be either Princess where a chap kills his father, and goes to out of father return. Who is thrown out of work by the boss? Who is gone for a loss by the stern? Who is truly condemned? The world is a stage, the stage is the world of entertainment.
So what now? We need to find Fairy Princess Wand.
Well, won't you be holding it?
She's right. How do you get a fairy to put down her wand?
I don't know, Mum. How do you get a fairy to put down her wand?
It's not the beginning of a bad joke. Neither was that. We've been going at this since 7:15. We've had quite enough of those already.
And ever brought to mind, should old acquaintance be forgot, or the sake of old
Anyway, I've had a good look around, and I can't find a single way in. What are we going to do?
Oh, Ingrid, did you see you could help us? Do you see you could help us? Do you see you could help us get into the fortress?
Well, I could. I suppose that wouldn't be against the rules.
What is there writing on that there?
I'm getting a tweet.
What was that for?
I'm retweeting.
Now what?